Have you ever hit a moment in life where everything seemed the same, but deep inside, you knew something had shifted? Maybe you're 40, or maybe a few years beyond that. Either way, you're not alone. In today's video, we'll explore 5 powerful truths, things most people never fully realize until they're over 40. These aren't just ideas. They're lived experiences, subtle lessons that show up through time, challenges, and quiet moments of reflection. So stay with us until the end, because the 5th one might just shift how you look at the rest of your life. Let's begin. 1. Time is your truest currency. When you're younger, time feels endless. You spend hours, days, even years chasing things: money, status, validation. You say yes to people, jobs, and commitments because you think you have time to spare. But after 40, something shifts. You begin to feel time differently. You no longer count it by the hour, but by how deeply a moment touches you, how present you are with someone you love, how fully you lived through a single day. You start protecting your time like it's your most sacred asset, because it is. You choose peace over people-pleasing, meaning over momentum. You understand that saying yes to one thing means saying no to something else, possibly something that truly matters. You start asking yourself, is this how I want to spend an hour of my precious life? That question alone changes everything. 2. Your body isn't a machine. It's a messenger. In your 20s and 30s, you push your body like it's invincible. Late nights, stress, processed food, lack of sleep, you bounce back. Or at least you think you do. But by 40, your body starts speaking louder. A tight shoulder isn't just from sleeping wrong, it's the weight of carrying too much. Fatigue isn't just age, it's the cost of chronic stress. That strange gut issue, that ache in your back, that heaviness in your chest, it's your body telling you to slow down, to feel, to listen. Your body becomes your wisest teacher. After 40, many of us start to unlearn the culture of pushing and begin embracing the art of restoring. We begin to move more mindfully, eat with more awareness, sleep more intentionally. We realize this body is the only home we'll ever live in, and it deserves care, not criticism. 3. Friendships shift, and that's okay. At 40, your social circle begins to look very different. Some friends fade away, not because of conflict, but because you've grown in different directions. Some disappear because they were tied to old versions of you, versions you no longer resonate with. And while this can feel lonely, it also brings clarity. You start craving depth over quantity. You seek out people who see the real you, who celebrate your growth, who sit with you in silence and still understand. The loud, crowded rooms become less interesting than a quiet conversation with someone who truly listens. You no longer chase friendships that drain you. You honor the ones that nourish you. You realize that your energy is sacred, and who you share it with shapes your life. 4. You stop needing to prove yourself. For much of life, we hustle to be seen. We want to be respected, admired, successful. We wear masks to fit into rooms we don't even like. But turning 40 brings a quiet shift. You begin to realize that the person you need to impress most is yourself. You stop measuring your worth by titles, likes, or approval. You learn to value inner peace over outer praise. You no longer tolerate jobs, relationships, or patterns that pull you out of alignment. You learn to say no with confidence. You speak your truth, not to convince, but to be free. Because finally, you're living for a life that feels good on the inside, even if it doesn't always look impressive on the outside. And that's true power. 5. You realize that now is all you ever had. Perhaps the most profound shift after 40 is this. You realize that now is all there ever is. You stop postponing joy, waiting for the perfect time, the right body, the ideal career. You start lighting the candles, wearing the clothes, saying the words. You understand that the future is uncertain and the past is already gone. But this moment, this breath, this laugh, this hug, it's real. It's here. It matters. You start savoring more, slowing down. You let go of the illusion that life begins later, because life is already happening, right now. And finally, you're awake enough to notice it. Thanks so much for spending this time with us. We'd love to know what stood out to you today. Share one insight or feeling in the comments and how it speaks to where you are right now. Your words matter, and reading them helps us feel more connected to people just like you on their own midlife journey. If you found this video meaningful, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who might need a little light today.